Welcome to the deep dive. Having a great startup idea these days, that's really just the starting line.
Just the entry fee.
Exactly. The real hard part is actually getting noticed, getting that growth going when the market feels so incredibly packed.
It really does. So much noise out there.
So today, we're really zeroing in on one huge part of that, social media. Which platforms should startups actually focus on in 2025 for, well, fast but also sustainable growth?
Yeah, sustainable is the key word there.
We've looked at the data, the trends, and we want to give you the insights to figure out where you should be putting your energy.
And actually, if you find you need a bit of a leg up with visibility, getting things moving on these platforms, it might be worth checking out rapidboost.net. They offer custom services to help boost social media profiles.
Good point. So yeah, the goal here isn't just a list. We want you to understand why certain platforms matter more right now.
Right. It's not about just jumping on every single trend.
Hmm.
Think of this more like your strategic guide.
Yeah.
Exactly. A roadmap. We're looking at the top 5 places where you're, most likely to find the people you actually want to reach and build real momentum. Actionable stuff based on what's working now.
Because choosing these, let's call them social media battlegrounds, it's not just about what's popular this week, right? It's about smart alignment.
Finding where your people already are.
Definitely. And think about this. Statista reported back in 2024 there are over 4.8 billion active social media users globally.
Wow. That's huge.
It is. And 78% of them discover new brands rightly on social. So yeah, picking the right platform is critical for reach, for ROI, everything.
Okay. So where do we start? Which is platform number 1.
Let's kick off with the professional powerhouse, LinkedIn.
Ah, yes, LinkedIn.
Yeah.
Still incredibly relevant, especially for B2B, right? For building authority, getting leads.
Absolutely. As we're moving through 2025, it's pushing towards what, a billion users?
Close to it, yeah. And the key thing is the concentration of, business leaders, decision makers, potential partners. They're all there.
It's really moved beyond just being an online CV, hasn't it?
Oh, totally.
What seems really powerful for startups now is, well, how targeted the networking can be and the organic reach you can get, especially from personal profiles, not just company pages.
Right. The algorithm seems to reward content that actually provides value, starts conversations.
Yeah, which makes it perfect for telling your brand story, finding leads directly, building those crucial partnerships.
There was that fintech startup in London. You remember that case?
Vaguely, remind me.
Instead of just blasting company updates, the founder was consistently sharing insights on the market, jumping into relevant group discussions.
Oh, right, adding value.
Exactly. Super personal, value-first approach. They went from maybe 200 followers to over 10,000 in about a year.
And that translated into real business.
Oh, yeah. They directly linked investor interest and some of their first big clients straight back to those LinkedIn activities, not just vanity metrics.
Okay, so that's compelling. What are the sort of best practices for LinkedIn in 2025 then?
Well, first up, keywords. You've got to optimize. Not just the company page, but maybe even more importantly, the founder's personal profiles. Headlines, about sections.
Thinking about what terms your ideal client is actually searching for.
Precisely. And second, really lean into organic thought leadership. Videos, 2 short explainers tackling key industry questions seem to do really well.
And what about things like LinkedIn events?
Definitely use them. Events, live streams, great for launches, Q&As, showing off case studies in a more interactive way.
Makes sense. Okay, let's pivot. Let's talk visuals. Instagram.
Right. Instagram, huge platform. Over 2.5 billion active users now in 2025. It's really where that visual storytelling meets, well, commerce.
Especially popular with Gen Z and millennials, right? They use it for browsing, researching brands, even making purchase decisions.
Absolutely. It's become a major discovery engine for products. And the platform gives you the tools, shoppable posts, reels for short video, pretty decent analytics.
Helps you track what's working for awareness and, importantly, for sales.
Yeah. And we've seen some amazing brands built there, like think Glossier or Gymshark.
Oh, yeah, huge communities. They really nailed that behind-the-scenes content, influencer collaborations.
And what's interesting now in 2025 is the algorithm seems to be leaning more towards authenticity, real interaction.
So less hyper-polished perfection, maybe.
It still has its place. But yeah, genuine engagement, responding to DMs quickly, getting involved in comments, that seems increasingly important.
Okay, so for a startup wanting to grow on Insta this year, what's the game plan?
Consistency, first off. You need a regular flow of content. Mix it up, stories for the quick updates, reels for grabbing attention, carousels for more detail.
It's in collaborations. Influencers.
Definitely. But maybe think smaller. Nano-influencers. They often have really engaged niche audiences, super effective for specific targeting.
Right, niche reach. And for selling.
Use Instagram Shop if it fits. Or at least make sure your links are clear and easy to find. Reduce the friction from seeing something cool to actually buying it.
Got it. Okay, next up. The one that really shook things up, TikTok.
Ah, TikTok. Yeah, it's completely changed the game for startup discovery, hasn't it? That potential for just massive, rapid reach. Viral potential.
It's incredible. Around 1.8 billion users now. Skewing younger, very trend-focused.
Definitely. And the amazing thing for startups is you don't necessarily need a Hollywood budget.
No, it's all about authenticity, isn't it? Raw founder stories, behind-the-scenes stuff, challenges, humor.
Totally. If your message feels real and relatable, the For You page can just connect you with totally new people based on their interests. It's powerful.
It really bypasses the need for an existing following sometime.
Exactly, like that bootstrapped Saban sauce startup.
Yeah.
They just started making super simple tutorial videos.
Tackling user problems.
Yeah, common pain points. One little quick tip video just blew up. Millions of views.
Wow. And the impact.
A 600% spike in website traffic
Yeah.
overnight. No ad spend, just value delivered authentically.
Okay, so how do startups actually harness that in 2025? What are the moves?
Well, first, you got to keep up with the trends. Trending audio, challenges, find ways to jump on them that actually make sense for your brand. Don't force it.
Right. Relevance is key.
And encourage user-generated content, UGC. Start a hashtag challenge, maybe. Get your community involved.
Leverage their creativity.
Yeah. And finally, pay close attention to the in-app analytics. See what's hitting, what's missing, and adjust your strategy based on that data.
Smart. Okay, let's shift gears a bit. Platform 4, X, formerly Twitter.
Right, X. Even with the changes, it's still a really important space, especially for real-time conversations, thought leadership, and sometimes, viral moments.
It's fast-paced, very text-driven still. Great for jumping on trending topics, connecting directly with journalists, investors.
For sure. Early-stage startups can really carve out a niche there, build that thought leadership, get press attention just by sharing insights, engaging in conversations.
Through things like threads, witty comments.
Exactly. The health tech founder, remember, she was super open about the struggles of bootstrapping, wrote these really honest threads.
And people responded.
Yeah. Journalists picked up on it, got featured in TechPub, saw a huge jump in signups, like 300%, just from being candid and engaging on X.
Okay, so winning plays on X in 2025.
Keep posting concise, value-packed threads, trends, challenges, wins. Give your perspective.
Engage in communities.
Definitely. Use hashtags, jump into X spaces, find your news conversations, and monitor industry news constantly. Be ready to jump in with smart takes. That's how you catch those viral waves sometimes.
Right, timing and relevance. Okay, final platform in our top 5. Maybe less about instant viral hits, more long-term play. YouTube.
YouTube, absolutely. Second biggest search engine globally, right?
Oh.
Over 2.7 billion logged-in users monthly now.
That's massive.
And the beauty of YouTube is that dual benefit. You get immediate reach from its audience, plus long-term discoverability because videos rank in Google search.
Yeah, that SEO aspect is huge. So what kind of content works best for startups there?
Educational stuff is king. Explainers, product walkthroughs, video case studies, anything that builds credibility and trust.
How-to guides, founder AMAs.
Perfect examples. We have seen SaaS companies and direct-to-consumer brands do really well with that. Builds community, drives actual conversions.
Is there data on that?
Yeah, there's one SaaS company, they did weekly tutorials, saw their YouTube subscribers increase 5-fold in 6 months.
Wow.
And get this, 48% of their demo signups came directly from people who watched those YouTube tutorials.
Okay, that's significant ROI. So keys to YouTube success for a startup in 2025.
Number 1, value.
Yeah.
Solve real problems for your audience in every video. Don't just sell.
Educate, entertain, inspire.
Right. Second, consistency. Try batch filming to keep a regular schedule. It helps the algorithm and keeps your audience engaged.
And optimization.
Crucial. Optimize everything. Titles, descriptions, thumbnails for search. Use the keywords your audience is searching for. And always, always have a clear call to action. Tell people what to do next.
Makes sense. Okay, so we've covered the top 5. LinkedIn, Instagram, TikTok, X, YouTube. Quite a mix.
Definitely. Each with its own strengths, its own culture.
So for the startups listening, how do they take all this and actually, apply it? What are the steps?
Step 1, clarity. Get crystal clear on who your audience is. Really understand them. And then figure out where do they actually hang out online.
Right. Professionals.
Yeah.
Probably LinkedIn, maybe X, younger crowd, Insta, TikTok, people actively searching for solutions, YouTube.
Exactly. Match the audience to the platform. Step 2, content format. Tailor your content to fit the platform's vibe.
Short videos for TikTok and Reels.
Case studies and thought leadership for LinkedIn.
Longer deep dives for YouTube.
Threads for X, visuals for Instagram. You get the idea. Don't just copy-paste the same thing everywhere.
Okay. Step 3.
Consistency. Just start posting regularly. Don't aim for perfection straight away. Just get into a rhythm. Build that momentum.
Yeah, done is better than perfect sometimes, especially early on.
Absolutely. And step 4, engage. Don't just broadcast. Talk with your community. Respond to comments. Join conversations. Be human.
That authentic interaction piece again.
It's vital. And finally, step 5, track, test, and focus. Look at your analytics. See what's working. Do more of that. Don't be afraid to stop doing things that aren't getting results.
Be agile, basically. Double down on the winner.
Precisely. Don't waste resources on stuff that's not moving the needle.
So, wrapping things up, it feels like startup growth in 2025 is less about just throwing ad money around.
Definitely. It's much more about connection, engagement, building genuine relationships in the digital spaces where your audience lives.
And these top 5 platforms, they each offer a unique way to do that, right? Different ecosystems for growth.
For sure. The key takeaway is probably don't try to do everything at once.
Yeah.
Master 1 or 2 channels first. The ones that make the most sense for your audience and your resources. Nail those. Then think about expanding.
Build a strong foundation before spreading too thin. Makes sense.
Because ultimately, it's about building that authority, that trust, through consistent, valuable interaction, not just hoping for a one-off viral hit.
Right. It's a marathon, not a sprint.
So maybe the final thought for everyone listening is this. Think about where your next really important connection, maybe a customer, an investor, a partner, where are they scrolling right now?
Ooh, interesting question.
And what are you going to do today to start building your presence thoughtfully in that exact space? Don't just watch, participate.